Shabbat Shalom and welcome to another episode of the Haftarah Drop. I'm Rabbi Michael Shield, Associate Rabbi here at Temple Sinai. This week's Haftarah is from 1 Kings chapter 2, verses 1 through 12. And we find in this Haftarah that the Torah and the Haftarah are in quiet conversation with each other. In the Torah, Jacob is on his deathbed. In the Haftarah, King David is on his. Both fathers, both leaders, both preparing to leave the stage. And neither spends too much time talking about the past. Instead, they talk about what comes next. Final charges, if you will. The Haftarah opens with a moment heavy with meaning. It says, when David's day drew near to die, he instructed his son, Solomon. David doesn't offer nostalgia. He doesn't reminisce about Goliath or the Psalms or the golden years. He offers instruction. He says, be strong and show yourself a man. Reminds me of Godfather. Just be a man. Keep the charge of the eternal your God, walking in God's ways. David understands something essential. Legacy is what you hand forward. This is not a goodbye speech. Instead, it's a handoff. Jewish tradition takes last words very seriously. The Talmud teaches, Divrei Chachamim besofam nishma'im, the words of the wise are best heard at the end. Kohelet Rabbah. Why? Because at the end, clarity sharpens. At the end, ego fades. At the end, what matters rises to the surface. David knows he cannot control Solomon's reign, but he can offer him a compass. Not power, not certainty, but direction. And here's where this Haftarah quietly meets the secular New Year. Because many of us are standing in a similar in-between moment. A year ending, a year beginning. And Judaism asks a different question than the world often does. Not, what do you want to achieve? But what do you want to carry forward? The Torah doesn't glorify fresh starts without reflection. We don't turn the pages without first reading the last paragraph. As Moses later teaches in Deuteronomy, choose life. But choosing life requires intention. David says to Solomon, Chazak v'hayita la'ish, be strong and be a person. Not be perfect, not be fearless. Just be strong and live with responsibility. The rabbis ask, what is real strength? And the answer, who is strong? One who masters their impulses. Strength is not dominance, it's discernment. Strength is knowing when to act and when to restrain oneself. So as this new year begins, the Haftarah gently whispers, you don't need a reinvention. You need alignment. You don't need a blank slate. You need clear direction, like David, like Jacob, like every generation handing Torah forward. How you finish shapes how others begin. Legacy is not memory, it's momentum. Strength in Judaism is responsibility with a heartbeat. Endings aren't exits, they're instructions. And so Judaism would say, don't rush into the new year. It reflects its way there. Your last chapter teaches someone else how to write their first. Be strong, not louder, not faster, just truer. The future doesn't need perfection, it needs your direction. May this year be one where we finish wisely. May the year ahead be one that we begin thoughtfully. And may we walk forward, chazak ve'amatz, with strength, humility, and purpose. Shabbat Shalom.